So put away any anchor activities, please, and take out your warm-ups. This is the last day, so if you have any questions while we're going over it, make sure you ask, because you do have your warm-up quiz tomorrow. Yes. This is the last day of it. So you'll be turning it in today and having your warm-up quiz tomorrow. All right, the first one, we are given 79%. We need to find the equivalent decimal and the equivalent fraction. 79%. Amaya, help me out. We are given the percent, so we need the decimal and the fraction. You have it written down. Excellent. Awesome job, Anaya. So that would be our decimal. What's our fraction? Wonderful. 7,900. That is in simplest form, so we don't need to do anything to it. Just like our decimal says 7,900, our fraction says 7,900. All right, what about number 2? We're given the decimal. What is the decimal? Well, we're given the decimal, we need the fraction, percent. Elizabeth. How did you get that? Excellent. And what about the fraction? Okay, so you first divided by 2. Since they're both even, Gabe, they're both even, so what does that mean I can divide them by? Good. So since they're even, I divide by 2 and get 34/50ths, and then Elizabeth said, that's not simplest form, so now what do I divide by, Gabe? 34/50ths. Wonderful. And we will end up with 17/25ths, like Elizabeth said. So if you look at 68 right away, you might know that that's divisible by 4, and that's fine. You could have divided by 4, since 68 and 100 are both divisible by 4, and that would have gotten you right to 17/25ths. Like, you might not have known that, but they're both even, so you can divide by 2. You'll just have to divide twice, but you end up with the same answer. All right, number 3. This is a tricky one. Tad, we're told 3%. I mean, it's not tricky. You just gotta pay careful attention to it. But
I want to do it.
you can do it. I know you can.
I'm not sure if I got it.
Okay, well, we're
It's
given.
so tricky.
It's not so tricky. We're given 3%. So what do you do to find the decimal?
We did it 2 places. We moved the decimal
2 places. So what would our decimal be?
3
If we move the decimal point 2 places to the left.
Well, I put a 0 there, so.
Okay, so then what's that going to read? What's that decimal going to make?
3.
So it would be 300. Just be careful when you're going from decimals to percents or percents to decimals, you're moving that decimal point 2 places. If you move it 2 places and there's an empty space you need to fill, you need to make sure you fill it with a 0. So we have 3%, we move it 2 places to the left, and we need to fill that 0 in there. So the decimal is 300ths, like Tad said. So just be careful. So if that's our decimal, what is our fraction, Tad?
300.
Good.
We cannot simplify it.
Correct. And that makes sense because if you were to get 3 out of 100 on a test, which hopefully will never happen, that would be a 3%, like our percent is told us. Okay. And that also makes sense because we know our percent is out of, it might have been easier to go from your percent to a fraction because a percent is out of 100, so you know it would be 3 over 100, 300. And if our fraction says 300, what is our decimal going to say? 300. All right, the next one, the fraction is 1/2. We need the decimal and percent for 1/2. Matthew.
Well, since 2 is a factor of 10, you can just convert 2 to 10 would be 5.
Good.
places to the right, and then add a 0 to hold a place. And add a percent.
Wonderful. So again, with this one, some of you might have written down 5%, but when you move your decimal point 2 places to the right, you have that empty space there, which you need to hold with a 0. If you were to get 5 out of 10 on a quiz, you would get 50%, not 5%, 50. Yes, it's not the greatest, but a 50% is a lot better than a 5%. So,
And a lot better than 3%.
that is true.
That's like that's like
All
a
right, so just be
minus
careful with
negative X
those.
or something.
And our last one, we're given the percent 16. 16%. Madison. Yep. And how would you get that decimal? You just did it right on your paper. What'd you do? You moved the decimal point how many places? 2 places to the left. Good. So our decimal 1600, what's the percent? I mean the fraction. Okay. So you started with 1600, just as our decimal says, and then what'd you divide by? Divide by 2? You get 8/50ths. Are we done, Madison? Okay, so what can we divide by? Good. Divide by 2 one more time. And we end up with 4/25. That's our simplest form. But if you look at 1600s and you divide each by 4, 16 divided by 4 is 4, and 100 divided by 4 is 25. So you would have ended up with the same answer if you had divided by 4 instead of 2 to start with. So that works as well. Whatever you're more comfortable with. All right, are there any questions? You have your quiz tomorrow.
No.
All right, you can take that out of your